Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your February 2019 general horoscope reading. Cancer, share comments below. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Just all that jazz. This is like your support group, Cancer, connecting with your fellow water signs and energy. And of course, I always enjoy talking with you, Cancers, because my moon is in Cancer, so there's a special connection we got. So before we get into the tarot and your psychic message, Cancer, I want to point out this really cool astrological occurrence happening on the 2nd of February. So it's Groundhog Day, and Groundhog Day, of course, tells us whether or not we'll have a longer or shorter winter. So what's happening is we have the moon in Capricorn, who's ruled by Saturn. It's known as that malefic kind of planet because it brings more of the shadow side and lessons in life. And so it's going to be in Capricorn, also known, the energy is known as Father Time and Father Winter. So, knowing this and what's going on, my prediction is that the groundhog is going to see his shadow, which means, at least in the northern hemisphere in the States, that we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. Longer winter. So we'll see how that turns out and what Mr. Groundhog says. But yeah, on this day as well, though, we have Venus trining Uranus. So look out on this day for society-wise, but also personal, with your personal life. There can be some really surprising, unexpected shifts that are happening in your love, relationship life, and also how you experience pleasure. What you're doing to experience pleasure. There can be a lot of unexpected, surprising elements just pop up on this day. So look out for that, Cancer. All right, let's go ahead and delve into the psychic message, and we will discuss further. All right. So, Cancer, feel free to take a couple of deep breaths with me. Right. 4 more shuffles here. Whoop. All right, those 2 really wanted to come out, so here we go. Got 1, 2. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Like it. Wow. You have an interesting mix of energy, Cancer. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and get you a romance angel message as well. Since Valentine's Day is happening on the 14th, this will be applicable specifically to your relationship, love life, dating life, if you're single and dating. Message for Cancer. Okay. I feel like it's this top one. Okay. Taking you back up here, Cancer. Let us discuss. All right. Your romantic advice for February here. Ooh, yes, you have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So, Cancer, if any of you have been wondering, guessing, if you've been seeing someone, if you've been with someone for a while, the message is for many of you, yes, this is the person, this is the one. This is a fated connection. This is a soulmate. And this relationship, this romance is being encouraged to take place. Cancer. That's what this card says. Cut and dry. Simple, cut and dry, really. And it's beautiful, and it's so synchronistic because you saw these other love cards that you have in your spread this month, right? You have the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. Like, hello. Woo! Beautiful. The tarot and everything never ceases to amaze me with its synchronicity and everything. So there's definitely some romance cooking and on the horizon for you, Cancer. Let's get some more details. We have, in the first week, the Knight of Swords, and then the Lovers paired with the Knight of Swords. All right. Interesting. So, in that first week of February, we're going to have the new moon in Aquarius. Knight of Swords energy is very representative of Aquarian energy. So what I'm getting with this pairing with this is you are really being invited, your whole view on partnership, on love, relating to someone in an intimate way is being revolutionized. Some traditions, traditional values or thoughts that you had about love, romance, and all that is being changed. There's just like this surprising sort of new perspective and shift that is just whoosh, coming in here fast. And it's going to be right at or right around the 4th with that new moon in Aquarius. Wow. And this applies to business partnerships as well as your romantic partnerships. It's with the close people and persons you are with, you collaborate with, you create unity with. And wow. Are there just some surprising shifts going on there? And you're being encouraged with that energy too, Cancer, to move fast, to go ahead and act. Go ahead and act, act with all that wonderful love, sensitivity, and empathy, and just openness that you have. You have such a beautiful vulnerability and ability to empathize, sympathize with people in a way that many others and other signs don't. So give yourself, the situation, the other person, that in the first week, okay? In the second week, you have Judgment and the Devil coming through. So it's like the dark side of the Lovers is what this is. Okay. Fated energy here, I'm getting. Or it's fated energy, fated connection. There's an awakening that is happening for you, Cancers, in regards to how you love and how you receive and interact with another person, with a partner. Judgment speaks of that deep awakening. And it's almost like, Cancer, you're able to really understand and embrace the shadow side of yourself, of the other person, being able to take the ugly with the good in the second week here, for sure. You are for sure being encouraged to do that. And, look at these paired together. Lovers and the Devil. And the Devil is Capricorn energy. So, it's no surprise for many of you Cancers, your polar opposite is Capricorn. And so, you might be meeting someone with strong Capricorn energy here in the second week. And this also speaks of enlightenment when it comes to sexual intimacy, I'm getting here. And Judgment is the ruler of Scorpio in the tarot here, and Scorpio rules the sexual organs. So right here, there's some breakthroughs that I'm getting for you Cancers. Many of you are getting breakthroughs in your sexual health and sexual intimacy that you have with your partner. Quite extraordinary. I know that's pretty specific, but that is a powerful message that is coming across here. Very sensual, sexual energy, and a very deep, very deep connection and just awakening when it comes to this area of your life. Being able, you're really recognizing and seeing the shadow side in the second week, the dark side, and again, things being brought up when it comes to sex and your sexual health and sexual interaction. Yeah? Where you may have felt a little insecure in those areas, I'm getting. And now you're getting, whoop, I almost like knocked over my salt lamp. And now you're getting like this boom, like boost of confidence. Yeah, this feels like really like kind of empowering energy. And leading into the third week, whew, you have the 10 of Cups and then the 6 of Wands, Cancer. So there is this relationship that you're already in, or some of you who are single wanting to get in. This looks beautiful. This is the picture sort of perfect relationship that you are being matched with. It's really positive and good for you, Cancer. And I feel like here with the 10 of Cups too, it's saying, you know, the other person wants to connect and build a life with you, and you with them. You know, this isn't just a fling. Remember, you have soulmate on top of having this. I mean, hello. This is someone who you can really build long-term with, have a long-term partnership with, build it even a family with. You see these kids and everything in the picture, you know, building a family and everything with. Yeah, that person, if they haven't showed up already, they are showing up in February. And you know, for some of you, there's also a wedding or some sort of union, proclamation of love that is happening. Because the 6 of Wands here, am I pointing at the right one? 6 of Wands there is really informing me of that. It's all about celebration. Putting your love, putting your heart on a pedestal. And it's like this relationship, and for those of you who are already in, especially that stable relationship, this is speaking of being, it's not just about you and your personal connection with the other person. I mean, it is striking and inspiring other people too. See the other people in this card? Yeah. It's really speaking and enlightening other people too. Your example of love in the third week there. It's There's a celebration, though, to be had in that area of intimacy and partnership in the third week. Look forward to it. By the way, my dog has been chewing on her bone, if you wonder what that sound is. Cancer, in the fourth week. I gotta consult my notes here. Yeah, in the fourth week, we're getting into, Pisces season now, and then the full moon in Virgo happens on the 19th. And so here we are with the 5 of Swords and then the 4 of Cups. Quite a little dynamic shift here. So just be careful not to overly critique yourself or the situation, the relationship that's showing up here, that connection, that deepening, that celebration, that shift, perspective shift that is happening with your sexual intimacy and all of it. Try not to overly critique the situation. That's what I'm getting with this. Because that Virgo full moon energy especially, can really kind of get you in your head a little bit much. You don't want to get so much in your head where you accidentally say the wrong thing or you have a little fight. And that could be happening. Some disagreements here in the fourth week. And I'm getting that it just has to do with being overly critical of the situation or of yourself. Because you're like the 4 of Cups here. It's almost like, well, how can I completely accept this kind of blessing, accept this kind of love, accept this, it feels too good to be true. So I'm just going to sit over here and pout a little bit. No, Cancer. Don't get too caught up in your feelings here in the fourth week. Which full moons tend to do that with a lot of us, and Cancer, you're ruled by the moon. So, I get it. I understand. And if you need to work through some of those feelings, by all means, of course, do so. And so it might be more healthier and just easier for you to do that through journaling, writing it down, or taking a bath. Being in water, being around water is really helpful whenever you feel like your emotions are just boiling or whatever, okay? So that's kind of my advice and diagnosis for you in that fourth week. Because it's just a little bit of that second guessing is what I'm getting. And there just might be some disagreements because of a little bit of insecurity or disagreement. Yeah. So, yeah, and I'm getting like, there's definitely, you may not necessarily feel like accepting an offer or accepting the other person's hand in the fourth week, but it's being extended to you nonetheless here in the fourth week, Cancer. So know that it is with good intentions, is what I'm getting here. The other person, the hand that's being extended, has positive, good intentions. So whatever distrust might be going on here, be encouraged. Be encouraged that it's not something that you need to worry about. It really isn't. Yeah, that pretty much concludes your February reading, Cancer. I love seeing this for you guys. I mean, you deserve it. You deserve this kind of connection, this kind of healing, and this kind of union with someone. Fiercely loyal. Fiercely loyal with a lot of this. And being able to really work out the shadow side. It's a beautiful thing we have going on with the shadow and the light going on here. Embracing the ugly and the good. Because no one's perfect, are they? Nope. Nope, nope. Offers rolling in for you, Cancer. So anyways, if you haven't yet, please check out my Lion Light Laughs video, the latest one, because you know I love bringing comedic relief with the zodiac signs. So check that out if you haven't. And please, if this message inspired you, touched you, share with a friend. Also subscribe to my channel. It really does help support all the creative and intuitive work that I do here. And yeah, if you want to do a personal reading with me or connect with me more on social media, all that information and links are below in the descriptions box. So take care, Cancer. I will see you in the next video.